Welcome to Daily Guitar Draw and to the 25th live stream draw for you fantastic people. Hopefully one or two, or maybe even three people, or four, we've got 4 instruments we're drawing today,
got there in the end.
Are going, I can count, honest. It's cool, all 4 of you. Hopefully you guys are in the chat and are going to win guitars live, which is always a fun experience. We did not have a fun experience last time. The stream was scheduled from abroad and the time difference messed everything up. So
you don't blame that on Joe.
I think I was
Just
actually rather mean.
Oh
no! Did you watch the stream?
No, I didn't. No,
I was very vocal, and I kind of need to apologise to these guys. I'm not normally an unmitigated arsehole. I'm a bit of an arsehole sometimes.
Oh, maybe I should have checked that before we started.
I think I said it with a smile on my face, but it was a fun stream. The worst part of that stream is I'm going to get it tattooed on myself. Thou shalt not randomly call out a number as a guess before you do the draw.
Oh,
because it might actually come up. God,
okay,
that was horrifically embarrassing. It's worth watching. I think we're actually going to need to make a short out of it.
I think you said to me in the car park about it, and yeah, didn't quite sink in because we both had kind of crazy ends to the day on Friday. But
it was out of 326 tickets or something like that.
It was 281. You said
no, it was three. It was over 322.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny if it was 318 that won the thing?" And it was, and 318 got called.
Yeah.
But mortifying.
Yeah, we have got 4 guitars to draw today, which is quite exciting because we're only supposed to have 3 in theory, but we've got the PRS single cut which sold out, which is awesome.
That was a bit of an experiment. Much better odds. Much better odds, due to the fact that there were only 99 tickets. 99 tickets, £10 a ticket, and yeah, good odds, and also a very good guitar.
Yeah, and
very
great
good
for the
guitar
museum at the end of the day. It's a real boost in the right direction for us. So
absolutely. Now, where are we? YouTube's telling me to feed you guys with an advert. I'm going to do that. So we've got Michael Harakopos says, "God, I hope I win, lol." Daniel Belechi, Forrest Pfeiffer, wonder if they'll draw the PRS SE 245, seeing as it's sold out. It's sitting there. We're with you. Thomas Strings, Lisa Harshberger, Paul Cook, Billustrating, good name. Mark, they're talking about the flip-flop Descendant, which is
yeah, which we didn't actually bring through.
I suppose we can go get it in a minute. It's fine. Phil Squier, how you doing? Bill Schaffer, Steve Tuttle Guitars, Lisa's in the house. Andre Silva.
Yeah, Paul, wishing you a belated birthday. I'm going to embarrass you in front of everyone.
I embarrass me because I keep on forgetting how old I actually am. I had a genuinely my wife doesn't watch these things. It's fine. She's not great at picking presents for me. Mainly because she knows that I can, if I want something, I pretty much just find a way to make that happen. This museum is, a case in point. However, she went shopping with Orson, who you guys are going to meet on the channel at some point, who is nearly 13, and he's fantastic at choosing presents, turns out. Okay,
well, he's just a mini you, essentially.
He really is. I've been avoiding getting into record players and LPs and vinyl, etc. for a long time, because in the same way that I avoid, certain, don't put yourself in the way of temptation.
Okay.
Shouldst thou fall for that temptation? And I've been tempted to get into vinyl for years, and yeah, my wife and kid bought me a vinyl player.
Nice.
And
a
Guns N' Roses vinyl, and
I'll share some vinyls with you then.
We need to talk.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, well, the first thing that occurred to me over there, Matt is one of Crimson Guitars luthiers sitting in the background who collects vinyl. You've got a pedal of mine that you owe me for.
I do, yes.
You also have a lot of vinyl, some of which you may not want anymore. Thought maybe.
If you want my vinyl.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Actually, I've just realised what you listen to.
It's a rabbit hole, though, isn't it? You end up with the like a vinyl player that's got a counterweighted carbon fibre arm.
With the player, but with the vinyl, I only have one that's black.
Yes.
The rest of them are all colour, marble,
clear
edition, crazy.
Wow. That is a
Yeah, you do get some
an
cool.
esoteric
You get
thing.
some really cool prices.
It's a slippery slope, and it was a great day, and I'm very much looking forward to getting into yet another hobby. I think genuinely it started making me think about the museum, though, and the fact that this is a guitar museum, but it's not too far off pieced to say maybe we should also collect vinyl.
One thing at a time.
Well,
Please.
what do you do? I mean, this is all about the music of the 60s, 70s, etc.
It's a lot easier to store.
It is a lot, yeah. Just as a part of what we're doing, it genuinely makes sense. Let me know in the chat.
However, I did warp one of my vinyls the other day, unfortunately, leaving it in the sunlight. That was, yeah, so don't do that. Don't leave them in direct sunlight.
That's just, I can't believe
I'm
that you're
embarrassed, I
such
know.
a,
I just didn't think about it. It's a really cool thing up on a wall now, really kind of wavy. It was Nick Drake, I think, Pink, which is even worse, because, Pink Moon,
Wow.
I think it was. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, everybody, look at this. We are just embarrassing ourselves left, right, and centre at this point. Maybe you could.
We're honest.
Maybe we're talking about making or buying a. Come on, Sam. Vinyl suction press form fitting. Thank you, Anne. There you go. I'll say enough words and he'll
Vinyl suction press
there we go.
machine.
A vacuum forming machine. Maybe we'll be able to actually straighten out your Nick Drake LP, but it also might completely just move all the things and make very cool music.
Yeah. No, it could do. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of digitally manipulating somebody else's tunes, you physically do it with a hot air gun.
Well, I thought about this with an iron, and it's probably already done for with the grooves. The grooves are probably already completely.
That could be so cool, though. I want to do it just to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll bring it in.
Okay, here, look, we've got a super chat, and they're probably telling us to get the hell on. Big Unit Guitars. Hey Ben, please give this $5 to Samuel Hook for me. I was a pain in the ass for him today, and I feel bad.
That was Big Unit Guitars.
That's Big Unit Guitars. Well,
I'm also now curious. To go and speak to Sam afterwards.
Me too.
Yeah.
He probably deserved it anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, our
It's
guys
fine.
go above and beyond for everyone. So,
They really do.
Yeah, that's a massively appreciated and very generous offer. After fees, of course.
Well, yeah, don't talk about those. We don't need to cry. Andre Silva. Anyhow, well, Tom, do you want to bring a? I'm going to show the what's on the site at the moment, and you bring a guitar over.
You grabbing that one because of your build that you're doing? You want to talk about that, or is it just because it was nice?
Oh, you talking about the SG?
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it
okay.
just in case.
Well, this is the Descendant that's up on the site. That photograph is a little bit dusty, which
it's getting changed.
I apologise for. All of the okay. In our defence, Joe is a numpty, and these were all taken the day before he went on holiday. Actually,
It's matte as well. It is actually quite.
It's very difficult.
Comes across difficult on camera. Yeah.
Made in Japan, Fender Strat in black. That is epic. I can't believe how many tickets have not sold on that one. Genuinely incredible guitar. Gibson Les Paul Standard high performance. This is a thing. Unfortunately, if you don't yet subscribe to the main Crimson Guitars channel, do. If you don't yet click on the shorts, do. I was filming the unboxing of this thing. I have never sworn more on any to-be published bit of content. But it started out with me just doing, oh, look at these funny guitars, and Gibson pissed me off proper. I'm
curious. I don't think I've heard about this yet.
I'll show you the video
Okay.
that Sleepy's
All
going to be
right,
with.
all right.
Anyway, it is a very cool guitar. It's just, well, I mean, it's Gibson, isn't it?
Oh, it's
stunning.
Stunning. Though.
It's absolutely stunning. We've got the top-mounted pickups. I think cryogenically treated frets. So the pickups are, top-mounted and then adjusted from the back, which is a very cool thing. I mean, I did it years ago, but still. Yeah, it's a very, very nice guitar. That nut is very interesting. I want to dissect that and find out exactly what's going on there. So I suppose I'm going to do a video about this actually.
They have gone pretty all out on it though, haven't they? Which I shall cover and all.
They went they went part of the way there. And
Is that a lip, or is that just the way that's been? It's just the picture.
sorry, I
Just throwing you under the bus now.
there we go. Where are we? Is it that one?
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's just the.
It's the reflection.
Just the reflection.
Yeah.
Looks like a little
It's,
recess in it.
well, it might be. I don't know. There you go. In there, it might be a bit of a hollow. Anyhow, incredible guitar. All sorts of extra stuff going on. Just there's a few things that I feel like Gibson should have done. This Gretsch.
Is stunning.
Yeah, this looks like well, it's a budget White Falcon essentially. Very, very sexy.
Which would be fantastic to get one of those on at some point.
That is the plan. Yeah, very much so. Tidepool Blue Strat, Nashville Telecaster. That's great. We've got an SG. We've got an SG here. So, no, Tom, I had completely forgotten that. Essentially, I'm about to start a new build. I've got to get it done within a couple of weeks so that you guys can win it. And essentially, there's a great big sale going on at crimsonguitars.com at the moment. And for every £10 you spend up to £300, you get £1 off a ticket to win the guitar that I'm going to make. And in the initial video, I said, hey, people, what do you want me to do? A Les Paul or a Les Paul Junior? I've got this wood and this wood. And more people than anything else have turned around and said, neither of those things, Ben, make me an SG.
I didn't know everyone liked SGs as much as I did. And yet, saying that, we haven't sold that many tickets for it.
No,
Which is a shame, because it's a really nice one.
This is true. This is true. It is very nice. Here's some photos. I mean, not great photos again necessarily. That one's out of focus. So yeah, I think we need to get a slightly better camera on these. But yeah, it's a lovely instrument. They sound great. They feel great. Lightweight and resonant and awesome with all of the access you can possibly want. Hi Joe, how are you? But yeah, anyway, it's one of those things. And
we got our first pedal up as well.
yeah, the first pedal is up. This is the flip-flop Les Paul tribute that we did, which is coming together very cool.
What was the finish on that called, Sam? The Les Paul flip-flop. Ultra Shift Chameleon.
Well, the video is just or is going live on that today, so very cool. The Boss pedal up, great odds on that. Fender Custom Shop, not even 50% of the tickets sold. Bo Diddley, people buy the Bo Diddley, like seriously.
Do we need to swap the picture out so it makes it a bit clearer?
I wanted this for the damn museum. It's so cool, but
and it's been played, which is
it's been properly played. Yeah, it's a Chinese made one, but still, very cool guitar. Well, anyway, there you go. That one. Stuff, nonsense. So ending soon. Yeah, a week for the 55 reissue. The Squier, the Japanese Squier, early Japanese Squier, that's historically cool and very, very low tickets on that 12-string acoustic.
and the Candy Apple Red Fender Jag is.
Do you want to grab that?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm kind of hanging on to this one because I love it so much.
We are going to draw some tickets in a second, people, I promise.
Yeah, this one ends in 2 or 3 days, is it?
Yeah, 3 days basically.
I really thought it was going to do
Better than
so
this.
much better than it did.
Well, it's a made in Mexico Fender Jaguar. It's a little bit dusty. Everything in this building gets dusty.
I get some authentic crimson dust on it as well.
Yeah, no thank you. Fantastic instrument, and it's the first Candy Apple Red instrument that we've had come through that hasn't gone a bit crazy. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments why that isn't doing so well. But other than that, I must say,
Should we draw something?
well, we should draw something. Yeah, 5-string bass coming up next, and then the Les Paul Studio in wine red ending soon. The website does not appear to be loading for me to write this second. So there we go. That's interesting. We'll see. Funnily enough, we had no internet this morning because a rat, we are on a farm after all, decided to chew through one of the cables. the
Yeah.
yeah.
Joys of living out in the countryside.
It is. Eric P says, I haven't bought the red Jaguar ticket yet because I'm so sure I'm winning the one today. Lol. Nice. Did you just play the StewMag intro? Lol, that's Gonzalo Morales. I'm afraid I haven't actually watched any StewMag content in so long that I wouldn't know. It's not like, it's not that they, you know, don't interest me. I was going to be really mean.
I was waiting for you to do it.
I was going to be really, really mean, but that's just not cool, is it?
No,
We know we're better than them. They know we're better than them. Let's just...
We don't need to bash them.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. Is it a player model? That might be why. It is a player model, but...
But we've had... I mean, I think the player models are pretty good, and we have had player models that have done really well. So, yeah, maybe.
It is one of those things. Dr. Bill Botnick, no internet? Oh, rats! You need crimson cats to protect your place? Genuinely.
That would be brilliant.
Actually, yeah, you're not wrong.
It's also just, that would be so dangerous. I think we had this discussion in the past, which wasn't a nice one.
There are, I mean...
Big extractors and...
They would fall asleep in the planer and...
Yeah, and just something like that would...
You'd notice it, and they move pretty quickly.
Or a spinning buffing wheel that is...
Okay. Effet Rose says it sounds like somebody is brushing their teeth intermittently in the background. Hilarious. I think that's probably Matt, or potentially...
Might be me walking over.
Might be a chain. I'm just taking this this off. Let me know if that sound is stopped. Dr. Bill Botnick, that's lovely new guitars, such empty old wallet. Thanks, Crimson. I should have put that in a much more sarcastic tone of voice. I'm sorry, Dr. Bill Botnick.
Yeah, someone's chanting live draw. I feel like we should...
Fine. Okay, cool.
Should we do this one first, seeing as it wasn't supposed to be on this one? And sold out, so there's obviously interest around it.
Yeah. Look, there is one thing. May I just steal your computer for a second, please?
You most certainly can.
Because yeah, the website genuinely is not loading for me at the moment, which means that we are not going to be able to do a live draw of anything unless we get this sorted. So realistically, is it our internet or is there something wrong? I'm just trying to purge the cache. Yeah, I'm going to do it on my phone. Are you loading?
No, just trying to...
Hi people. It's not like we have technical difficulties every week, but oh no, wait.
Here we are again.
Here we are again.
If you're upstairs from your phone, oh, that is really weird. This is now phoning up on the live stream as well.
Absolutely. I'm just calling tech support.
Can we...
They're not answering. Tell you what, here we go. Sam, could you phone Bear, please, and ask him to purge the cache on the website from where he is. Tell him it's not currently loading for us, and we're about to do, well, we are doing a live stream at the moment. So, yeah, Forest Pfeiffer says the website isn't responding for them. So, there we go. Thomas Strings, I love you guys, but I've got a meeting in 40 minutes and I'd like to tell them about my new guitar, lol. Sam, could you ask him to just say it's not loading for multiple people? He needs to go into the back end and purge something. Okay, Funky Yard, not loading there. Domain name server, DNS is DNR. Okay, I'm going to mute myself. You talk, Mr. Webster. it's not quite opposite end. This is so the Japanese-made Fender are very, very well regarded. Many people think that they're actually better than the American offerings, and in some cases they genuinely are. It's not quite a Fender custom shop, and definitely not Fender custom shop prices, but I think that if we ended up having 2 or 3 Fender Japan instruments a week, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
The rollers are it's such a cool touch on them. It's not like it's a new thing, but the microphone's gone as well now.
Your microphone's just died. What the hell?
I think my microphone's fine. Is it yours, Liz?
No, it's your receiver. Okay, guys.
Should we just quit?
Yeah, no, I think, we were talking about having a holiday, and
We'll just draw 8 guitars on the next one.
yeah, no, I'm talking about let's take a couple of months off, just let everything pile up, and see what happens. Write a book or 2. I've got 4 books that I'm in the process of writing.
3 or 4 in your
Actually in progress, which is cool, but still. Okay.
Just trying to work out whether or not anything would be...
There we go. You should have a microphone. Come on then. Gonzalo Morales, can you get your hands on one of those Asuka Telecasters? We have actually tried. I'm going to use this as a reminder to see what's happening. Sam is currently on the phone to our tech support, which we're doing that. Dr. Bill Botnick says if it weren't for technical difficulties, you'd have no difficulties at all, eh? I am a technical difficulty, genuinely.
Have you got any questions in the...
Yeah, Funky R says, want to start betting on what will go wrong next.
No, please don't.
You're just tempting fate there, my lad. Okay, Bulgarian Evolution, I think it's me. Every time I get on to see this live stream, one of the mic dies. I think that's just... Yeah, there we go. Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah, we move on, and we've got such awesome bass to draw as well on this one, which I was really looking forward to.
We do indeed.
to
Well, we'll
playing,
see.
So.
Marco Vecchiato says, lately Squier's higher range is better than Fender Mexico. Fight me. I'm not going to fight you. I am not going to fight you at all. Will Roberts says, I've got a random number generator on my phone. What he didn't say was,
I'm not going to show anyone me running it through my phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let you know that happened to be my number. I'm actually
just
slightly concerned that we're not going to be able to do this at all at the moment.
Well, we'll see. Go if you log on to the back end and see what happens.
I'm just going in and logging in at the moment.
Okay, tech support are working on it. Come on then, let us turn this into a Q&A live stream. Do you have any questions based on guitars, guitar building, technical difficulties, love, life? We're not talking about love lives on this channel particularly. Thank you very much, people. You don't want my advice.
Then life.
There was a definite pause there. There was a love, life.
We can do it as an update as well, can't we? I mean, we're going to make a central with Daily Guitar Draw, with Crimson Guitars School of Victory, and the Vintage Tool Shop as well this weekend. So if any of you up in Birmingham, would absolutely recommend coming along to that. And if you like making as well,
we plan ahead very well for everything. We're rather good at, I'm the CEO and founder, you're the MD and sort of part owner, etc. of Crimson, and we pride ourselves on being rather smart. Have we thought about the fact that we're supposed to be doing a Daily Guitar Draw live stream on Friday, and we're also supposed to be at Maker Central setting up? Or potentially maybe even driving? Because, I mean, that live stream is scheduled. Did any of you have that as what's going to go wrong next? Because...
No, I mean... Yeah.
Bees!
Hotel room.
It's bees!
We can do it from a hotel room somewhere.
Well, 4 o'clock we're going to be setting up at the show.
I'll just have to do it from the show.
I'll do it from that. You just keep your eyes on the road and it's fine.
Ay. Well, it's the NEC. There does tend to be a fairly good signal there.
Great internet there. Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we are going to be.
I mean, that could be quite good fun if we start doing them from all over the place, which we could kind of talk about, didn't we?
Yeah. The next live stream will be from Birmingham. It will be from the hall at Makers Central. We'll have our computers there. We'll do the same sort of thing, run off a hotspot.
But
we won't have the actual guitars
people
with
running
us.
around in the background with stages and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay.
It'll be quite good fun.
It looks like you actually have the back end potentially.
This is my phone.
No, this is the same page you were on before. Sorry, guys. Lisa says, "Why is Daily Guitar Draw down?" We don't really know at this point. We have got technical people working on it right now, drinking coffee and throwing things.
Turning it on and off again and hoping for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Colin Armstrong says, opinions on CBG. Cigar box guitars, obviously. Is it CBD with cannabinoid oils? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, cigar box guitars are very cool. We actually used to sell cigar box kits for a while, just for fun.
And you did a little kind of build off, didn't you?
We did. We had.
You built them.
Yeah, 4 of us in my old studio upstairs, building a cigar box guitar for a day. And yeah, we actually had a guitar builder in house who was even more incapable of controlling themselves or their time or their inspiration than me at that point.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, he went insane. That was an interesting thing. That is still on the channel, which is interesting. So I do like them. Mark, how expensive or hard is it to paint and colour a fretboard like Prince did with his guitars? It takes a little bit more time, but no more time than, for example, lacquering a fretboard. It's just that people tend not to like the look, essentially. There's no reason not to, basically.
I just think it's a nightmare with fretwork, lacquered fretboards, or coming to any kind of refret. It's like having a thatched house. Like, it looks amazing. It's just when it comes to having to get the thatched. I don't know why I'm trying to compare a lacquered fretboard to a thatched house, but when it eventually comes to having to, sort the roof out, it's an absolute nightmare. And then, like, you have to respray your neck, so it's kind of the same.
I'm waiting
Back
for a
me
ball
up.
joke. I'm waiting
Like,
for a ball
like-
joke. Just get rid of that thatch and put some tattoos on and you're all right.
Oh, God.
No, I agree. It's one of those things that adds complexity, but it does feel good. And there is also the argument that oiled fretboards that are allowed to dry out promote neck warping because you've got an uneven uptake of the moisture that is in the environment, in your environment, in the guitar's environment. If you've got a dried out, thirsty fretboard, it's going to suck in moisture. Whereas an oiled one won't, and a lacquered one certainly will not. So, and if you must have a guitar that's got a light finish on it, you want that light finish on the whole thing so that it takes it up evenly and doesn't warp and twist, etc. So
Yeah, okay.
there is an argument for
That's a great shout.
lacquered. But hey, I can talk my way into or out of pretty much any situation.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Kind of relying on you to do that right now.
I'm not sure. I'm vaguely thinking we might have to come back tomorrow. But we shall see. Essentially, if we get, if we run out of questions, we're going to do that. Corey Leach, I'm trying to install a freeway toggle switch and I'm dealing with 2 opposing wiring schematics. Should I just use the one for the switch? Yes, personally. Well, look, so the reality is, and I will preface this by saying that I am not to be trusted with regards to wiring electronics. However, there is only one way for the electricity to move. There is only one way for the signal to move from one side to the other. If you've got a diagram that's got a random switch, you will have an in and an out, or, for example, 2 ins or 3 ins, how many pickups you've got, etc. But as long as you know where those ins need to be on the switch and where the out is, you can mash both diagrams together. So I'm assuming you've got a volume, tone, and a jack with maybe a 3-way toggle, and you're trying to take the three-way toggle out of that diagram and throw in your freeway with an F, you should be able to figure it out. Hell, I think I could probably figure it out just by saying that's my in, that's my out. So you should be able to do it. However, I always delegate that stuff because I just don't trust myself with wiring. As Sam quietly sobs in the background. It is fun. Lisa Harshberger sent a $5 super chat saying, I need a wiring diagram for a humbucker, single humbucker that allows each pickup to play separately but also be combined. The easiest way to do that is to take a standard a standard diagram of that takes your fancy volumes, tones, etc., and then literally just have on, off mini switches, much like you've got on the Jaguar there, I think. Where is that? Yeah. Tick, tick, on, off, etc. That's what I would do in that situation. Gives you never-ending complexity as well. Suggestions there, Mr. Falloon, as I've just promised that I delegate all wiring duties to other people?
Yeah, I mean, that did trick individual switches. Or a mega switch.
Or a mega switch. Yeah, let's forget that.
No.
Should we potentially revisit this at 5 o'clock? I mean, you need to shoot, don't you, at 5?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to be in the building at that point. I'm going to be on the road to an appointment. Daniel Balechi says, I just got my Crimson fret leveling beam. I love the quality and the finish. It feels fantastic. I can't wait to give it a try. Thank you very much, Daniel. It will last you many years of good work. VR Slush says, hi Bun, been away recently. I hope you had fun and it was for yeah, and welcome back. It's glad to see you. Unfortunately, we have a major technical difficulty right now. The website is currently down. Paul Needs says, why does the website being down prevent you from drawing at Crimson Guitars Extras?
Yeah, I mean, we have to actually get onto the website to be able to have a live number of tickets that have sold for each draw, and then we select the winners live on camera as well, so it's all just kind of super transparent while we're doing it. So, yeah, at the moment, we don't...
Basically, the back end of the website is where all of your names and ticket numbers, etc., 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 is. You can only see the front part of the website. If we don't have access to the back side...
Keep going,
For some reason, do you remember that really, really, really bad movie with Will Smith in it, Wild West, I think it was called?
I can't say I watched that one.
Wild Wild West, there we go. For some reason, there was one quote in there, which so a breast of fresh ass was one of the quotes, and that's just what's going through my head after saying that. I apologize, people. Yeah, basically, we need to be able to access the bottom of the website so that we can do what we need to do here. At this point, we've gone too far.
Yeah, we can poke about and pick a winner.
We've lost all our... There's a line. Normally I'm the one that crosses it.
Yeah, sorry.
Barry Christian, train a couple of Crimson staff and delegate the draw to them while you're at shows or holidays. We would love to do that, but if we're struggling this much, what happens to everybody else? Gustav Holmstrom says, typical. First time I've bought a ticket and this site goes down.
Yeah, we are genuinely sorry about this. It's
never happened.
super embarrassing.
But Life Balance Dave is suggesting that it's a cyber attack. Let's start that rumour. It genuinely actually may well be, because what we've got here is a DNS issue, and basically a denial of service attack, a distributed denial of service attack may well actually be what's happening here. And that's where a botnet, or somebody directs a botnet of thousands or tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of computers to all attack one website at a time. We are fairly well protected against the data, etc. is nice and protected, but it doesn't stop the fact that if you've got that
Just
many
overloads
people,
it.
yeah, you just we won't be able to get into it. So we'll see. We're talking to our technical team is currently talking to the people who host the servers and keep them safe. and we will have something soon. Marco Vecchiato says, my 96 20th anniversary Stingray's E-string gets out of intonation every week. Just the E-string. I'm starting to have anxiety about it. What should I look into?
Faulty tuner.
That is a strange one. Are you absolutely sure that it's not going out of tune and that you don't need to stretch it more? What are you having to adjust in order to put it back into intonation? That's the question. Because essentially, if it's the saddle that is moving, which is about the only thing that it could possibly be, either your tuning is going or your saddle is moving. And if your saddle is moving, I would get some Teflon tape or some Loctite, or maybe even just a little drop of super glue. Put it on the thread if it's in the right place, and it won't move. Or you could do the thing that normal humans would suggest, which is just put a stronger string on there, which doesn't involve gluing your guitar to itself. That's probably better.
I love the way how just relaxed you're like, yeah, just a bit of super glue on your guitar and you'll be...
That's what I would do. I'd use Loctite, which is basically engineered super glue.
Yep.
It does, obviously, metal on metal. It's not going to be a permanent thing. It's going to be enough to stop the vibrations. However, a stronger spring is probably the better option, really. Ah, gosh. Johnny Love, do you have a favourite electric guitar finish or coating, Ben? I'm just wondering. Cheers. My personal favourite from a point of view of enjoying and loving the guitar has always been an oil finish. And I must say that that's actually changed. We now use something called Flash Coat a lot. It's a product that we call Flash Coat, at least. And it's a very light, very protective varnish, lacquer, 2-pack, 2K lacquer. We sound like a rap group now. And
yeah, it's essentially an acrylic open grain kind of grain filling base coat, basically. It's what you would use to start the process of grain filling. It just so happens to give a really nice kind of customizable matte semi-gloss gloss finish that you're able to work on within 30 minutes. It's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing, and you can also put guitar finishing all over the top for the same sheen and smell, because the smell is quite important. Yeah, that is now my favourite. I used to lust after high gloss varnishes and lacquers and things like that, but the reality is they're not as fun. Do you want to go and grab the John's guitar?
Yes,
just as something to...
Yeah, absolutely. It's also like our climate is not necessarily great for oil finishes.
True.
Which is another thing.
Plus, on top of that, the oil finishes do actually take... They are much easier for a home builder to apply, personally. You don't need spray booths, etc. But what they are not is quick. So here is an example. This is a Les Paul type guitar. One of our employees has recently retired, and we are in the process of building this for him. It's got the matte flash coat on the back of the neck and the body.
Yeah, which has been tinted, I think, as well, wasn't it? That one tinted?
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Tinted with crimson stains, of course. And then we've got a beautiful high gloss front and headstock. And yeah, I mean...
That body, the top on that, you did a great job, Matt. It's fantastic.
First Les Paul, eh?
It's your first Les Paul. I'm actually kind of not surprised. Matt tends to build multi-scale, multi-string, pointy, you know, scary kind of things. Genty boys. Ha. Okay. The Artful Todger says, so are you going to drag all the guitars to Brum? I best buy tickets so that I can collect in person on Saturday at Maker Central. Artful Todger, hi. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm fairly sure I've met you before at the last show up in Birmingham. We are actually bringing all the guitars to Birmingham, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I mean, if you happen to win one and you are in Birmingham, come and grab it off us while we're there, definitely.
If we're able to draw anything. I think we've already reached the point where I'm going to actually basically have to call it, to be honest.
Well, I'm just thinking if we're saying that we have the draw that we're doing from up there on Friday.
So we'll draw everything on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, that could be quite good fun.
We're also supposed to be building a show.
I know. we got other staff that can do that. We'll go to the canteen, or maybe we can find like a local pub with a back room and we can sit and enjoy it. It's a terrible
Gin and
idea,
guitars.
I know.
Gin and guitars genuinely should be a podcast. My only problem is I don't like gin. So you're going to have to drink the gin and I'm going to have to own the guitars.
Should we do Guinness and guitars?
I also don't like Guinness.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any other?
Well, the next
spirits?
thing that comes to mind is girls and guitars, but that also doesn't work.
I'd stop myself.
Well, yeah, no, I am incapable of stopping myself. No, there's...
Grenadine and guitars.
Grappa.
It's pretty. Yeah, grappa and
Grappa.
guitars. Yeah.
we go.
We'll have to go abroad for that as well, which would be fantastic. And not that viable.
No, not that viable. Ephedro says, interesting, how does the UK climate affect oil finishes? We're just a bit wet and oil is semi-permeable. So it's not particularly, but it's not as protective as a 2K.
Well, just curing
Thing.
as well, I guess. Is
Sam, do you have any messages on the progress on the website? Howard Dixon. Ben, where are your genuine thoughts on the Acoustasonic guitars? I have a few really good acoustics, but the sound and playability of my Crimson finish Tele Acoustasonic is superb, in my honest opinion. My genuine opinion is that they are... There is always going to be a compromise when you're trying to get two completely disparate worlds together. So there is an inherent compromise. But that being said, what they managed to get out of an Acoustasonic, out of an instrument that size, and the quality of acoustic sound that you get out of it is mind-blowing to me and incredibly impressive. Add that to the electronics, which are I'm going to say game-changing. It's annoying, but they're okay. Where's the synergy? There's a synergy. There's a synergy between Fender and Fishman. It's more than just the alliteration in their names, for sake. No, genuinely, they're very, very impressive. We have 3 in the room right now. Now, one of the issues is don't ever drop yours. This is not the broken one, but I've been gifted a Zerakote Acoustasonic Telecaster that was dropped and fell on the front, and these are connected, the pots are connected directly to the PCB, and that took a hit. Physically, we can fix the guitar, no worries. The PCB, etc., there's something in there we might be able to fix. Actually, we have a very, very, very clever electronics guy who's
very true.
hopefully going to be coming and working with us. But yeah, it's a thing.
I mean, they sound great when they're not plugged in. Like, yeah, it surprised me, I think, with how solid they look. So
Yeah, absolutely. Lisa's asking who's retired. John, who came in a couple of days a week to help try and keep us tidy.
yeah, a bit of machine maintenance as well. He was he's been with us
Buns.
for like 5 or 6 years.
Buns and Guitars, that's from Forrest Pfeiffer. I think Guns and Guitars might have an issue with us. Ganja and Guitars, Phil Squier. Not legal in this country, but sign me up. That would not be allowed to be filmed in the workshop, I tell you that for free. Latches
That would be a
and
long
axes.
live stream, I feel.
Vicky Johnson says, I've got the website up on my phone. Try again, Tom. If it works, we've got 10 minutes to
Absolutely blitz it.
totally draw everything. Shots and strings, that works. Oh no, here we go. Man after my own heart. Effete Rose says grubbin guitars. I tell you, we could have a full-on mukbang kind of 14-course meal while talking about guitars and drawing them. I genuinely think that could be quite fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're still struggling here, unfortunately,
Okay.
which is going to...
All right, everybody. Look, it's Mark says, I'm trimming my ganja as you speak. It is legal in my state to grow and use. Rex Revell says sights back as well. So clear your cache and go again. Okay, come on then. Roger Cole says, hello all. Finally received my telly that was stuck for far too long in customs. Sadly, the case did not fully survive the trip. Minor repairs for the Teddy, but I'm still excited about the guitar. Dude.
Email us.
Please email us with photographs, etc. That could potentially be an insurance job. Not that we need any more insurance jobs in our lives, but...
We absolutely do not, yeah.
Barry Christian, medical weed is legal in the UK. My brother gets it. With all of my various medical problems, I could probably actually get that. I'm diabetic, and the very first literally conversation I had, this is 10 years ago, with my diabetic nurse practitioner person, within 2 minutes she was like, so how's your sex life? You want Viagra? I'm like, fine, thank you very much. And so I just need to rewind 30 seconds and say, give me the blue pill, and you just so yeah, no worries. And I for a split second I considered just saying, yeah, thank you very much, give that to me, and then becoming a dealer. But
dealer of Viagra.
You know,
What do you do?
you fancy that? Are you on the hard stuff? There's an advert there. Bring on the flower jacket. Please, I'm changing the subject now.
Yeah,
guys.
I know, because I was about to go somewhere even worse, I think. So I'm glad you did.
Okay. Paul Cook, talking of insurance, what happened to the Gibson headstock? That is still in the process of being looked at. That was on this show as well.
Well, I don't want to...
Absolute fecking bastards. I don't care if you work for an insurance company. If you do, you bloody well know.
Okay, there you go.
Daniel Careeran says, sadly, in a similar position with the guitar I won, but Joe and the Crimson team are on it. I know about that.
We are sorting that one, yeah. Yeah, we've just been a little
Gonzalo
bit
Morales,
unlucky,
I thought you weren't going to talk about love life. I wasn't. Okay. Grunge and guitars. Viagra guitars? Viagra dealer? It wouldn't stand up. Thank you, Howard. You need to meet certain criteria to get a private prescription. There we go. Ooh, I won the Thunderbird, says Lisa. Jumping the gun somewhat, but there we go. Okay, look, at this point we are just going to call it a day. 5 more minutes of any questions that you might have about guitar building or life, etc.
Yeah,
please.
I'm going to go and hop on a call with Bear and leave it to it. And just
Ruben Benedict says, I would love to see an antiques road trip style series, tootle around the country in classic cars, finding weird and wonderful vintage guitars, restoring them and raffling them. We don't raffle things off, but that's the word that I just read from the comment here. Most tickets wins. I am one of the books that I'm in the process of putting together. I say putting together because it's more of an interview style thing, is genuinely me going around and talking to interesting people who make interesting things, not just guitars, and talking to them about how they have built a successful career within making and creating and creative industries and stuff. And yeah, that's not far off. I could probably also find a guitar place to visit each time I go and visit somebody like that. So another project.
for all of that spare time that you have.
Spare time, it's there to be filled. Sean Forsyth, how do you evenly stain super deep grain woods such as black limber? Sanding sealer is actually your best bet, but it is always a crapshoot. Here we go. Marco Vecchiaggio says, thanks for the answer, Ben. I always have to adjust the saddle after tuning. I'm about 15 or 20 cents down at the 12th fret. So basically your saddle is moving due to the vibration of you playing, which means that there's probably not enough tension on the saddle. So tighten up the grub screws, not necessarily to move it, just to put the tension on there. But realistically, put a chunkier spring to hold it against the thread. And if that doesn't work, seriously, a little bit of medium super glue on either side of the thread will lock it in place. If you ever need to loosen it, just hitting it with a screwdriver furiously will do the job. Yeah, just using a screwdriver will break that, and if that doesn't work, a light application of heat, just a soldering iron on the end of the screw will do it. Personally, if it was a guitar that I had that did that, I would super glue it. If it was a guitar that I was repairing for a client, I would find a stronger spring and do something that still allowed you to adjust things. But yeah, if it's your guitar, I would do that. T-Fetch, tattoo story time. Okay. I'm assuming, why did I get the tattoo, or is that a title for a show? Because that also sounds fun. There we go. That's book number 6 there.
This is definitely they want to know the history.
So 2008, there was global financial crisis. I had at that point a brand new baby daughter. Yes, brand new baby daughter. Just double checking, and unfortunately also the world went to shit. 3 of my customers lost everything, and they reneged on their deal to buy guitars that I'd already built. I couldn't sell them anywhere else because nobody was, I hadn't finished building them actually. I was nearing the end on all 3 projects, so I had 3 mostly finished projects and no money. And essentially, I was overextended because I wasn't very good with money, and I went bankrupt. I did not include any of the other customers who had put deposits down, etc., in the bankruptcy. I could have just written everybody off. I did end up spending the next 5 years slowly building those guitars and finishing them. But it meant that life was very, very shit for a while. Like genuinely, the last time I woke up actually physically screaming was during that period, when I basically lost everything except my tools, which you don't lose in a bankruptcy. And I had a nightmare that my workshop caught fire, and I woke up screaming. You're saying the website's up and we've got 7 minutes. So I got the tattoos so that I didn't get a normal job, and so that I could potentially scare the shit out of my girlfriend's my daughter's potential suitors when she got bigger. I also wanted to be famous, and I thought, hey, because I don't recognize faces, we need to do head tattoos so that we can potentially be recognizable. Turns out other people can recognize faces. And yeah, there we go. We're going to draw some guitars. We've got the back end. We've got the PRS SE 245. We're going to be starting to talk very, very rapid. There we go. We have sold 99 tickets for this one. Hold on. There is my thing. 99 tickets. I'm going to generate a number without any further ado. This is a random ticket number generator thing on Google. How you doing, Bear? Thank you very much. Ticket number 24 has won. Ticket number 24 has just won this thing.
That was
there we go.
Furious.
Come on then. Fantastic. It is a PRS 245 SE. We've got nice all-access neck. It's a chunky, beautiful single-cut guitar, which I love. It is not in tune because, hey, that's just the way it goes. I love the wraparound bridge. In fact, this is my favorite. I think it's one of my favorite bridges of all time. This design, it's just so sexy. It's much more attractive to me than the Goto design. Anyway, ticket number 24 has won.
Yeah, they just feel nice.
They do feel very nice. Okay, I've got a name up here. I've also got about maybe 6 minutes before I have got to leave the building. Tell me. It's not doing its thing. Come on, let's have a look. Okay. Oh, I don't know if it's going to do it. Something's happening. Okay, the next guitar is this Squier Bullet. Is this a Squier Bullet? This is the... That's my alarm saying, Ben, leave the building. You've got to go and get your kids somewhere.
Oh, come on. Just see if there's any better one.
It's just teasing. Tease.
Cool, we got one.
Okay, here we go. We've got one. Fantastic. Okay, the winner of the PRS SE 245 bought 5 tickets for that. Wow, okay. He bought 5 £10 tickets for this, meaning that he had 5% of all the tickets,
Yeah,
or
one
more.
1 in 20.
He had a 1 in 20 chance to win this guitar, and he did. Not this guitar, that guitar. He also had 10 tickets for the Gretsch, which we have not drawn tonight. And William Lewinger.
Congratulations.
Very much congratulations. We are going to go and have a look at this one now, because I'm supposed to be in the car.
It is all speeding up though.
Yeah. This guitar, Sam, needs a little bit of a setup. The strings are still a little bit high, as is the action.
Okay, so we're looking at the
Squier Bullet Strat in Brown Sunburst. 102 tickets. So here's my
102 tickets, please.
There we go. Are there any?
Nope.
No, there we go. 102 tickets and ticket number 15.
Oosh.
Ticket number 15. And there we go. Okay, so now
We are now cooking on gas.
we're cooking on gas. Fantastic. So this is what happens when we actually try. We can do things relatively rapidly. Ticket number 15. Okay, so this is your Japanese-made Fender Jaguar. This is coming up next.
So yeah, this guy bought 3 tickets for the guitar that he won and 5 tickets for the Charvel, which is still up at the moment. And it's Mark
Slattery.
Slattery.
Congratulations, Mark Slattery. This is your guitar. That is your guitar. And we're going to be giving you a shout. Now, we are in a much of a rush. I love how on the Japanese, on this one at least, you've got your black side inlay dots off the side. You would normally have white ones on the interstitial line in between the maple and the rosewood. The whole thing just feels great. Now, tell me, Mr. Webster, how many tickets have we sold for this Jag? And
We have sold 287 for this Jag.
okay, 287. And ticket number 143, bang in the middle of the pack, 143. And this is great. You'll notice 143, let it be me. I'm not allowed to buy tickets, neither are you. I should have actually borrowed this. When it first came in, I thought, yeah, I need to take this one home with me for a bit, and I did not, and I've missed that opportunity.
Yeah, I do love the headstocks on them. Classic.
Very much so. Okay.
So yeah, I have a weird feeling this person might have won before, but Ian Roberts has won this one, and he bought 3 tickets for it.
3 tickets for the Jaguar and 3 tickets for the Thunderbird bass, which is the next guitar that we're going to be drawing,
So,
and the
yeah.
final one for the day, before I
Congratulations.
divest myself of all of my encumbrances and run screaming out of the house because, well, I've got to get a move on.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Oh, we've just got extra prizes with this one. Should we draw this one at the... Oh, that's so savage, isn't it, not to do it now?
You can draw the extra prizes another day, or
can
you
draw
can
the-
take over with Sam. Hold on. Okay, come on then.
This one is interesting.
Thunderbird
as
bass,
well.
Gibson Thunderbird bass. This is fantastic. Is this we don't have time.
Yeah. No,
We don't have time.
no.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's savage, isn't
Ah,
it?
look at this. We are going to leave you on the brink. We are just going to leave you on the edge of satisfaction here. I apologize profusely. You got 3 instruments drawn, just not the 3 that you thought you were going to see today.
I mean, you are 5 minutes late already from where...
I'm normally supposed to leave at 5:02, so I don't want to risk. I'm not ready for divorce yet, genuinely. So there we go.
Is there any...
Have I missed the bass? Andrew Clayton, you have not missed the bass because we're not actually drawing it today because we've run out of time. I'm so sorry, you beautiful people. Congratulations to the winners. And most importantly, well...
Yeah, you're supporting us build a special thing here. It's all about the museum at the end of the day. So,
it really is.
yeah, making a difference.
We'll be back. We will be back. I think we're on camera 2. No, camera 3. There we go. People, just while you're sitting at home, we're in your office drinking a nice quiet cup of tea, I am going to be fleeing out of here at high speed. I can't be late.
Just below the speed limit.
I love you. Goodbye. Have fun. Catch you on the flip side. We will be doing the next live stream at 4 p.m. on Friday from an as yet to be determined location. We're thinking maybe a gin palace somewhere, but
It's going to be
We'll
carnage,
see.
isn't it? But
It's gonna be fun.
all the more reason to check in.
absolutely. See you soon.